Emily, did you grow over? Did you feel like you've grown from this experience?
Oh my goodness, yes, definitely. It was a therapy for me, having to talk about those things and having to deal with that and having to face my reality was definitely a growing experience for me. So I've definitely grown from it, and I'm glad I went through it. It was an all around learning experience.
Well, so I have a question. Okay, last week we were speaking about Samaya, and
Okay,
I mean, go on. I gotta spice this up. Now you were there at the incident that happened because we spoke about the shoes,
Okay.
and what Chrissy was mad at. So, like, what's your whole take on that situation? Like, what?
Well, honestly, it was me, Chrissy, and Olivia shooting a show, and all of it, we're in the club, and all of a sudden we see our camera crew down on this girl. And we were like, hold up, who is that? What's going on down there? Because, we knew that she might make some guest appearances on the show, but we had no idea that she would, be a character on the show. So when we saw our crew on her, we were kind of shocked. And we had never seen her in person. That was the first time we ever met her. And it was already some funny stuff going on because she was in the studio with Jim, and it was just, VH1, it's a reality show, so they put us in a situation where, we didn't know what was going on. So when we went downstairs, it was really to see what was going on. So we went in the bathroom. We had no idea Samaya was going to come bust in the bathroom. It was real. Like, I saw people saying, well, they had to know she was going to be there. We had no idea. And we really had no idea that she was going to walk into the bathroom. So it was all one of those things where Chrissy felt backed up against the wall. And she was just defending herself. Because she really, it's a lot more that went on, that they don't show. So,
I want to know what's your opinion on the shoes.
Oh man, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I think the shoes would have been cute with another outfit. Let's just put it that way. Samaya, she's not really into fashion like that, and I don't have any problems with Samaya. That ain't have anything to do with me. It was funny. I laughed. I almost peed my pants. Like, if you see me and you watch the episode, I'm dying on the side over there.
Did you style for her?
That's a good question, Kazi.
Oh, man. Y'all are wrong.
No. Listen, I'm not even coming from there. I'm asking seriously.
Of course. Definitely. I would definitely help Samaya with anything that she ever called me and said she needed something, I would definitely do it for her. No problem.
No fee?
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Nah, she's doing a reality, so she got some checks rolling in. Come on.
Kazi, that was a pound.
She ain't sleeping in the attic no more. We not playing them type of games.
Nah. But then it's just dope that you'll make. So, who inspired you to want to be a stylist?
I guess my mother. My mother was always. I had a young mother who was very into fashion and into music, and since little, she used to buy, the Vogue magazines and the fashion magazines. I used to play dress up in her clothes, and before she would go to work, I would always say, Mommy, put this on, and, I would put her accessories together. And since I was a little girl, I just loved putting clothes together. And, even as I remember 13 or 14, I used to dress my friends before we would go to stuff. They always come and pick clothes out of my closet. And, this is just something that I've always loved to do. And I always had an eye for it. So.
Is your mom's a single mom?
No, my mother's been married for 20-something years now.
Wow.
So I grew up with a stepfather, but he was definitely in my life. And she was married.
Okay,
Is she cool with Fab? Is
she cool? Yeah, definitely. Oh, my mother is my father is a pastor. And my mother's a pastor's wife. So.
So are they like getting on you too, or is it?
Oh, no. My mother is she does everything with love, and she loves John, and it is what it is.
Who's John?
That's
John
beautiful.
is Fab.
Oh, okay.
Where did you grow up, Emily? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, okay. You're a Southern girl.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Oh.
Everybody.
Yeah, I was
wouldn't
saying
know.
you're like, because I guess the show is fast paced, so it makes so it was kind of. You're very sweet. What I'm getting from this call and listening to you, you're a sweet person. And
thank you.
show, the way that the show is moving, I guess they only have a short amount of time. I didn't get that from just a little bit that I saw. So,
I hopefully over the next few episodes you'll see a little bit of it. You know, it is a reality show, and they do a lot of editing. And of course, I have my moments where I'm not sweet all the time. I have the moments of frustration. And
I love the conversation you had with Mashonda last week. I thought that was a real, like, you know, girlfriend moment.
It was real. It was, you know, I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, and we were having a real conversation. I wanted to come across as real as I possibly could. I didn't want to come. I didn't want to be fake because I knew that would play out. You know, it was real, and I didn't know I was going to cry. I don't know what triggered me to cry, and it was.
But
it
she
was,
gave
that
you
was
really
a rough.
good advice. She gave you really good advice. Like I, you know, really appreciated Mashonda, you know, her experience and, you know, her journey. And a lot of times women don't really, you know, they go through things and don't really share, you know. And I thought it was good that she was able to, you know, to say, you know, hey, it happened to me and I'm still standing. And that's, you know, that's important.
Definitely.
You know,
and I was there for her when she was going through her trouble. So, you know, it was just only natural for me to go to her and talk to her when I was going through something after that. Even though I didn't even know I was going through something. I didn't know until I talked about it.
With all the stuff that we see going on, like all the stuff we see going on, like, you know, the Mashonda situation, Tiger Woods, do Emily, and I guess for all of you guys, do y'all feel like y'all still believe in the institution of marriage? Do y'all still want to get married and be a princess?
I still want to be married. I believe that marriage is real, and I believe that people still believe in it, and I definitely believe in it. I believe in love, and, you know, I'm not going to give up on love because of a situation that I was in.
You
Never.
go, Emily.
Yeah, air horns to Emily on that
you
one.
go, Emily. I love that. I'm glad to hear you say that.
But you know, I guess being around and maybe it's just a level of the news just showing all of the negative, but I just see so much cheating and divorce.
Negative.
I just wonder, does it have a toll on people and make them just say, especially you guys as women, you know, because for the most part, I don't know how many guys are like rushing to get married. And it's more like women who are like, you know, I want to get married, I want to have the dress, I want to be a princess and sparkle and all that.
We all want the fairy tale, definitely. We want the fairy tale.
Right. So say again?
Men are just they don't have that same outlook on things. I guess it's just we're just different. You know, we all want the fairy tale.
We want right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's just I don't think that's just for entertainers. I think that's for all men right now. I think all men have this mentality that they're scared of commitment and they're scared of marriage. You know, I'm not the only girl that was going through it. There's regular girls with boyfriends that are working at the corner store, and they feel the same way. So it's something with the mentality of men in right now. It's not just entertainment.
What does the ceremony? How does a ceremony change the situation? Like, if you have my heart, you my lady. Like, why do we have to walk down the aisle?
You know, that's something that you have to ask yourself. Are you married?
Me, no.
Y'all
can
peace, say amen. Amen.
But if y'all must know, you know, hopefully she doesn't hear this, but, you know, I just paid down on a ring, if you must know.
Okay. Well, that shows commitment. I definitely respect that.
You get a star.
I believe in it too, but I know I'm affected. I'm affected by it. I know.
You
I
understand.
Down on the ring.
Are you getting married, Kazi? Does that mean you get married? It's paying down on the ring and getting married.
Exactly. How long are you gonna be engaged? 10 years?
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
interviewing you.
Now, but that brings up an important point, and maybe Fab and some of the entertainers out there. But I know a lot of brothers who, they are not able to pay whatever $50,000, $100,000 on a wedding, or when they think about getting married, they're more afraid of not being financially stable to take care of a family, and that's what they think of more. But women see it as fair of commitment. But I don't always think that it's fair of commitment. I think it's fair of not living up to what their ideal is.
Standards.
And and when you say it to women, sometimes I feel like it's like, yeah, whatever. Y'all just scared of commitment. Like, all right, you know what? Well, there's no talking.
I definitely believe that. I definitely believe what you're saying about men being afraid of not living up to the standards of what you should be and where you should be at when you are married and make that commitment. But that's still no good excuse if you're playing house for many, many years. That's not a good enough excuse. Because if you're living with a woman and you're having a family, what's the difference?
Right. So if we're doing it already, why do we need to walk down the aisle and say, like I already said, I do?
Well, look, don't turn this into an Emily B. marriage thing, okay? Because I never said anything about marriage, okay?
Tell them.
Oh,
tell them.
No, so you don't want to get married then?
No, I never said. I said I do want to get married. I believe in marriage, and Emily Bustamante will be a wife one day.
Pow, pow, pow.
I like that. Pow, pow, pow.
Definitely.
I second it.
He will be
and I apologize
wife.
if I'm coming off in any particular way. I
No,
really
not at all.
I do care about marriage, and I do care, like you said, about the kids that watch the show. And I do think that it's, one, I want to commend you for, I think a lot of times people knock people on reality shows, but I do think we do need to create conversation through our art. And I think one of the biggest conversations we don't have is love in hip-hop, As so many artists, I know they feel and I don't know if this is Fab's situation or any other guys that rap situation, it's like you feel the pressure to keep up this image, though deep inside when you go home, that's not the image that you feel and you live, But you feel pressure from the boys club to keep it 100 with them, but then and to keep your MO up so that you don't fall off, so that you keep the lifestyle that you have. But then at the same time, you do want to have this other reality at home. So I know this is the power of the P, and I'm kind of stating the guy's case, but
well, I appreciate that. I definitely like your outlook on it, and I think you're absolutely right. you yes, baby. Okay.
Look, that's
hey,
our
baby.
That's the cue. But Emily, just real quick before we wrap up, yes,
okay.
I hope that you're able to come back at the end so we can talk about the whole, show once we all see it.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
then two, just like, what if you could say one thing to the people just so that, any sort of misconceptions, there's one thing you want to clear up or say to them right now, or just kind of, word of advice, just like what would it be before, we wrap up?
Anything that I would like to clear up? I mean, I just want everybody to stay tuned and continue to watch the show, watch Love and Hip Hop, every Monday night at 10:30.
That's right.
On VH1, and just continue to watch. My story is just not one episode. It's a lot more than that, and I hope that you can see my growth, and I hope that I could come back and it'll be a more positive conversation.
Absolutely.
and that's really it.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Emily. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for listening into the show, those that are in the chat room and those that are on the line. Also, shout out to everyone on the Together Apart Twitter. Kazi, you were supposed to tell me last week to get this right, is at Apart Together. And remember to follow us on The Power of the P, or you can hit me up directly, The Power of the P Prez. And also check out our friend of the show, my heart, Lady Al, GoSoloMagazine.com. I also want to give a big shout-out to Mona Me Entertainment for making this all happen. So, pow, pow, pow. And then my lady